Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
What a start to the work week. The heat taking over, and we know those temperatures soaring. We saw triple digits in so many locations. This is how we started the day at daybreak. Jared Foley catching the clouds that moved in. Good indicator that moisture is on the move. Very different from when that dome of high pressure brought us clear skies. Now things are starting to change. Topped out at 105 in Salt Lake today. The record was 107, so no, we didn't break the record today. We did yesterday, and look at all the triple digits. Vernal, Provo, Green River, Price, Moab, Hanksville, the I-15 corridor, 106 in Delta, 110 in St. George. We were cooking, and it's because of that dome of heat. It's been dominating the desert Southwest, and it prompted all of our heat warnings, which will hold on until 9 p.m. That includes the excessive heat warning for a portion of the Wasatch Front, lower Washington County, including Zion National Park, and near Lake Powell. Heat advisories in the West Desert, eastern Utah, for the basin, a portion of Box Elder County. All in all, we gave you the heads up that the heat was moving in, and it performed. As we get through tonight, along the Wasatch Front, increasing clouds. We've got gusty winds with some storm development. We'll be falling from the 90s into the 80s, upper 80s by ABC4 News at 10. That is a very mild overnight, and there's potential that we break the record last night from the overnight. Salt Lake stayed in the 80s, so we're going to see if that checks and confirm. This is what it looked like in Oak City this evening. Yes, storm clouds. They arrived and they changed things up. A very dry surface layer. And so when storms develop, we're getting very gusty outflow winds. That is impacting portions of I-15. The echoes of moisture you see in the West Desert and over the mountains as we get a little closer towards Delta, in and around Milford, but gusty conditions, blowing dust. We did see an uptick in particulate matter in northern Utah in places like Davis and Tooele County. Here's the setup. Area of high pressure, which has brought in the heat, holding on. And we've got this cold front coming through, linked to an area of low pressure in southern Canada. Now, this front is going to push on in. It brings moisture, the clouds you're seeing, potential for storms with the help of the daytime heating, and it's going to move this area of high pressure. It's going to displace it and slide it to the east. That means eastern Utah will see its hottest temperatures tomorrow, and it also welcomes in the monsoon. Our first push of the monsoon with that four corners high. We grab moisture from the Gulf of California and Mexico, and we bring it into the Beehive State. Clockwise flow helps with that. Heating of the day brings the chance of thunderstorms, and the slight chance is going to hold on today, tomorrow, and into Wednesday. Now, we typically see the monsoon move into Utah in June. It's going by the 4th of July, but not this year. It's an El Nino year, and at times that can mean a delayed start, which is what we're seeing with this being the first push. Typically, the monsoon will hold on until September, so the changes are here. Futurecast shows the cloud cover out there. The storm's rolling through, clouds holding on for midnight, acting like a blanket, keeping mild temperatures, some isolated activity coming in. We did have a fire start in Flaming Gorge due to lightning, so we're getting lightning and gusty winds with storms that do develop. By Tuesday, we see that front stalling near central Utah, storm development along that boundary, and we notice that northern Utah backs off from the heat by 8 p.m. and the potential for isolated storms holds on. There we are by tomorrow night. Marginal risk tomorrow for a portion of I-15 Springville down to Beaver. Heads up there. Gusty conditions, winds 40 to 60 miles per hour, general thunderstorm threat for the rest of the state. The regional forecast taking the edge off the heat for the Wasatch Front with the 90s. Still hot in eastern Utah, Moab, Bluff could see the hottest temperatures of the year, 110 in St. George, just cooking. And we stay with the triple digits in southern Utah for the next 7 days. So just giving you that heads up, 17 days in a row of back-to-back triple-digit days, and let's add another 7 to the mix. Hot and breezy in St. George. The Wasatch Front has a slight chance Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Those temperatures in the 90s. That dome of high pressure slides back over Utah by Friday, meaning the weekend brings the potential of triple-digit heat yet again. So we are not done with this heat, but we have welcomed in storms, and we get a few days of a break. Courtney, back to you.